In the United States, infrastructure is often debated long before it exists. Progress feels like a process shaped by politics and public opinion. But in China, travelers describe something fundamentally different, where decisions appear to transform directly into physical reality. The scale doesn't just impress, it challenges how progress is understood. And that contrast is what stays with most visitors long after leaving. What many Americans notice first is not just size, but speed of execution. Because in the US, scale usually comes with long negotiation phases. Here, the transition from idea to reality feels unusually compressed. One traveler mentioned how movement across regions feels almost effortless. As if infrastructure has reduced the psychological weight of distance. Others notice how systems connect rather than exist independently. Creating a sense that space itself has been reorganized. In the US, large projects often become symbols or landmarks. Here they feel less symbolic and more like functional systems. Some observers quietly question the cost behind this rapid expansion. While others simply accept the result as an undeniable reality. This mix of admiration and hesitation appears subtly in conversations. In Mexico, scale often grows from tradition and accumulated history. But here scale feels directed towards shaping the future itself. And that forward momentum is what makes the experience feel unfamiliar. Beijing Daxing International Airport, the starfish of the north, is a futuristic portal that redefines the concept of human movement and spatial efficiency. Its single-roof structure, supported by elegant C-shaped columns, floods the interior with natural light, creating a subterranean forest of light and glass. Geopolitically, Daxing is China's new gateway to the world, a strategic hub designed to alleviate the pressure on the capital's sky. The airport features a multimodal transport hub underneath its floors, seamlessly connecting high-speed rail with international flight paths. The hidden secret: The entire building is mounted on seismic isolation cushions, allowing it to sway safely during an earthquake without structural damage. It teaches us that to embrace the global future, we must design spaces that are both monumental and deeply human-centric. Stepping into Daxing feels like entering the next century, a reminder that the sky is no longer a limit, but a starting point. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, a 5.5-kilometer dragon of steel and asphalt, is the longest sea-crossing bridge ever constructed by man. It features a unique bridge tunnel design, diving beneath the Pearl River estuary to allow massive cargo ships to pass overhead, while travelers traverse the abyss. Geopolitically, it is the physical manifestation of the Greater Bay Area, integrating three distinct economic systems into one unified powerhouse. The structure was built to withstand super typhoons and massive earthquakes, a testament to marine engineering resilience. The hidden secret. To protect the rare white dolphins, the bridge's construction used prefabricated modules to minimize underwater noise and environmental disturbance. This crossing represents the bridge between tradition and the future, urging us to overcome the oceans that divide us. To travel across it is to realize that when we build bridges instead of walls, the entire world expands. The Nanhai Artificial Islands, a series of high-tech outposts rising from the turquoise silence of the South China Sea, represent the ultimate fusion of civil engineering and sovereign ambition. These unsinkable carriers are born from massive dredging, where coral sand is repurposed into strategic foundations for runways and deep water ports. Geopolitically, they act as the sentinels of the blue, asserting a permanent presence in one of the world's most contested maritime corridors. The project reflects a radical expansion of the national territory into the deep ocean, using technology to defy the limits of traditional geography. The hidden secret. The islands use advanced desalination and green energy grids, making them self-sustaining ecosystems in the middle of a saltwater void. They remind us that man can now create land where there was only horizon, forcing a re-evaluation of what it means to be a coastal nation. Life here is a vigil on the waves, showing that in the modern era, geography is no longer a limit, but a canvas to be redrawn with audacia. The Three Gorges Dam, a colossal titan of concrete, stands as the ultimate champion of human engineering against the wild pulse of the Yangtze River. Scientifically, its gravity dam structure manages a reservoir holding 39 trillion kilograms of water, generating clean energy to power entire nations. Geopolitically, it is the spine of inland logistics, transforming a treacherous river into a 600-kilometer golden waterway for global trade. The project serves as a profound memento mori, reminding us that progress often requires the submergence of ancient memories and the relocation of millions. The hidden secret. The sheer mass of water stored here is so gargantuan that it has infinitesimally slowed the Earth's rotation, a testament to our planetary impact. As the floodgates open, we learn that true power lies not in destruction, but in the disciplined redirection of nature's raw fury. Standing on the crest, one feels the tension between human ambition and the river's ancient soul. Baihetan Dam, the world's most powerful hydropower plant currently in operation, is a breathtaking arch of engineering that straddles the rugged Jinsha River. Built with specialized low-heat cement to prevent cracking, its double curvature arch design is a masterpiece of seismic and structural resilience. Geopolitically, it is the cornerstone of the west-to-east power transmission project, balancing China's energy needs with the resources of the West. The dam generates enough electricity to save millions of tons of coal every year, leading the charge toward a carbon-neutral future. The hidden secret. The dam is embedded with thousands of digital sensors, making it a smart dam that can monitor its own health and integrity in real time. Baihetan teaches us that true power lies in the controlled release of energy and the strategic management of natural resources. It is a monument to a green revolution, where the roar of the water sings a song of environmental hope for the planet. China's high-speed rail network, a silver pulse of steel, has collapsed the geography of the world's third-largest nation into a single day's journey. This Iron Silk Road is a masterpiece of vibration science, gliding at 350 kilometers per hour over permafrost and deserts with unyielding stability. Geopolitically, it cements national unity, accelerating the exchange of ideas and capital faster than any network in history. Spanning over 45,000 kilometers, this system is a cultural shift that redefined the Chinese concept of space and time. The hidden secret. The tracks are laser, aligned to a margin of error thinner than a human hair to ensure absolute stability during high-speed transit. Traveling by rail here is a meditation on motion, where the blur of the landscape reflects the acceleration of human potential. It teaches us that while the future arrives fast, it is only reachable via the tracks of discipline and precision. The south-to-north water diversion, a transcontinental circulatory system, re-engineers the very veins of the nation to quench the thirst of the northern plains. By channeling the Yangtze's abundance across thousands of kilometers, it corrects a geographic imbalance that has plagued China for millennia. Geopolitically, it is the ultimate insurance policy for the capital, ensuring that the wheels of governance and industry never stop due to drought. This hydro feat involves immense pumping stations and aqueducts that soar over existing rivers, a surreal sight of water crossing water. The hidden secret. Some sections use natural self-purification ecosystems, where specific aquatic plants filter the water as it travels for months across the provinces. It reminds us that balance is not always found. Sometimes, it must be constructed with relentless precision and national unity. The Fast Radio Telescope, China's heavenly eye, is a massive silver ear nestled in a natural karst depression, listening to the faintest whispers of the cosmos. Spanning 500 meters, this radio dish is the world's largest and most sensitive, designed to hunt for pulsars and search for signs of interstellar intelligence. Geopolitically, FAST places China at the absolute forefront of space exploration, leading the global scientific community in unraveling the mysteries of dark matter. The karst topography of Guizhou provides a natural radio-silent sanctuary, shielding the dish from the electromagnetic noise of human civilization. The hidden secret. The telescope is so sensitive that it can detect the radio signal of a mobile phone being used on the moon. FAST teaches us that to understand our place in the universe, we must listen with absolute focus and silence our own inner noise. It is a monument to curiosity, a reminder that we are all stardust, trying to hear the voice of our origins. Xiong'an New Area, the city of the future, is a grand experiment in sustainable urbanism, rising as a high-tech green utopia designed to breathe alongside nature. Built from scratch to relieve Beijing's congestion, it prioritizes a digital twin infrastructure and a sponge city layout that manages water with organic efficiency. Geopolitically, it represents the blueprint for the next century of development, smart, carbon neutral, and deeply integrated with the Baiyangdian wetlands. The city's core philosophy is that every person should be within 300 meters of a park, a radical shift toward human well-being. The hidden secret. The city has a vast underground logistics network, allowing deliveries and services to move beneath the streets without surface traffic noise. Xiong'an is a promise made to the future, teaching us that we can rebuild our world without destroying the environment. It is a call to dream of a world where technology and nature are no longer rivals, but lovers in a perfect architectural dance. The Hongqi Canal, the man-made river of flags, is an epic testament to human perseverance, carved into the jagged flanks of the Taihang Mountains. Spanning 1,500 kilometers, this red flag canal was hand-built during an era of extreme hardship, turning a drought-stricken wasteland into a fertile valley. Geopolitically, it remains a symbol of national unity, the unwavering belief that collective labor can overcome even the harshest geological limitations. The canal winds like a silver ribbon along vertical cliffs, a feat of hydraulic engineering that relies on gravity and sheer human grit. The hidden secret. Thousands of local women played a pivotal role in the construction, proving that the canal was a triumph of gender-blind labor and shared destiny. It teaches us that when hope is shared, it flows like water, carving through the hardest rock of adversity with silent power. To see this canal is to witness the physical embodiment of the phrase, "Man can conquer nature through the labor of the soul." The Qinghai-Tibet Railway, the world's highest iron road, is a mechanical miracle that breathes amidst the oxygen-deprived peaks of the Tibetan Plateau. Crossing the Tangala Pass at 5,072 meters, it navigates a frozen landscape of permafrost, where oxygen enrichment systems are as vital as the tracks themselves. Geopolitically, it is the heavenly road that integrates Tibet into the global economy, fostering development in one of the most remote regions on Earth. The railway's design includes elevated passages to allow nomadic wildlife to migrate freely beneath the thundering carriages, respecting ancient routes. The hidden secret. The train carriages are custom built with UV filtering glass and pressurized interiors, acting like a high-altitude space station on wheels. It teaches us that no peak is too high if we have the vision to connect and the courage to endure the thin air. To ride this train is to witness the sublime beauty of the roof of the world, realizing that the journey is the destination